We're going to start talking about the vManage REST API. This is a very powerful tool. I spend a lot of my time doing development, working on different development projects. But the Vitello software, this is, we say API, Application Programmers Interface, right? And this gives us a programmatic interface for controlling, configuring, and monitoring our SD-WAN environment. All right. And so basically, when we use REST, which is our representational state transfer, we're communicating via HTTP, HTTPS to the server. All right. And people are like, hey, what's an API? Well, think about it simply. Most people here are probably networking, and you say, hey, what's a protocol? Well, a protocol has one computer talks to another computer. We put things in a certain format and we send it across and we send back. OSPF's a protocol. This is how I send stuff. This is how I receive stuff. It's computer to computer. Well, REST API, an API, application programmer, is a interface between a programmer and a computer. It's a set standard way to format things and send data back and forth, very much like a protocol. All right. So we're going to be using this, as like I said, it's going to use the REST. REST has been around for a long time. It allows us to initially connect, we authenticate, we drop a cookie that we need to renew or it'll eventually expire. We do what we got to do. And basically, we have four basic functions in REST, which are get, all right, where we're retrieving information. We can do put, we can do updates, we can do post, create objects, and we can do delete. All right. Sometimes you'll hear this referred to as, CRUD, create, read, update, delete. It just uses HTTP functions to be able to accomplish this. It's a lot simpler than like RPCs or using SOAP or WDSL. It's a lot simpler than some of those. All right. So we start thinking about our Vitello, the APIs that are available to us. They expose a lot of functionality for us that we can go ahead, we can do everything. When you're actually using the GUI interface and you're logged into vManage, how does vManage work? Well, vManage is an HTML5 application that on the back end is using the REST API. All right. So we have lots of different ones. And you're going to find that these APIs kind of get put into groups, all right, kind of groups. Like we have ones for administration to help us, create users, groups, look at logs, that type of things. We have ones for certificate. There's a certificate management API, all right. And if you're setting up your own authentication or you're doing your own self-hosted solution, you will become more familiar with these than you probably care to be. But they're very important to us, and we need to be able to understand and be able to use them. There's ones for configuration. There's one for device inventory. There's ones just for monitoring, for collecting status, statistics, all kinds of other information. Okay. Now, by default, the information in Vitello is collected about every 10 minutes, right? And so basically, boom, we can go ahead